Hello and welcome back to another video. This is Micro Machines on Sega Mega Drive. And when it comes to nostalgic Mega Drive titles, this is definitely in my top 5. This was actually the first game I ever bought with my own money earned through wages. At the time I worked in a fruit and veg shop, and across the road there was a shop called It's Electric, and they sold the odd Mega Drive game, and this was in there. I don't believe I had a manual at the time. It was £10. I spent quite a bit of time, looking over it. I think it was probably one of the only games that I could really afford that was in there, but what a purchase. This, as far as two-player games, it matched what was the go-to title at the time for me, which was Sonic 2. It matched that in terms of multiplayer. So here we go. It's a little bit complicated on the original version. They did sort of refine this whole thing in future iterations of the Micro Machines series. Basically, you choose who you want to race against. If you've got any sense, you choose the more difficult opponents straight away rather than leaving them till the end. So here we go, breakfast bar. It's all about track memorisation, and I think really probably my fondest memories of the Micro Machines series would be with the Micro Machines 96, in all honesty, just because of the 4-player options and the refinement of the actual gameplay, but still has some furious moments with the 2-player in this game. Very much approved by Games Master. Nice little sneaky run past the eggs there. Obviously, as you progress, there's multiple kinds of tracks for these particular vehicles, and they get more and more difficult. The one series I always think they should bring back Micro Machines. I just can't understand why they don't. I just think it doesn't matter what platform you put this on, if you stick to this very basic principles of this, it's an absolute classic. As far as the versions after the 16-bit era go, I didn't mind the V3 one on the PlayStation. It was pretty decent, but just sort of lacked the magic for me, because at the time buying a multi-tap and 4 PlayStation joypads was an expensive venture, so I did play it. A friend of mine had it, but it involved a lot of people, getting together, combining their equipment. We're obviously playing 50 Hz here today, and I believe this game was only released in Europe. I don't think it was released in America. I know there was an NES version that was released in America, but this is definitely an upgrade to that version in terms of graphics. Also, it was released on the Game Boy, so I mean, Micro Machines, they were mega popular when I was at school. Everyone was into Micro Machines. Not that long ago, I got rid of mine actually on eBay. I just didn't have any purpose for them, but yeah, they were cool. Yeah, don't really want to drive off the track there. So no music during the gameplay. If I remember rightly, I think the later games did have a bit of a jingle going on in the background there. Oil Can Alley. Go and watch out for the glue on this track. That's a real slow down. Oh, I'm sure that was a big blob of glue. Oh, there it is. I know they're on here. Obviously, your best bet is try and follow the white line as best you can. It all comes down to memorisation, but I remember having a job delivering furniture in London, and I was actually pretty good at reading the map because of playing this game. It just made me understand, you know, where left and right would be when looking from an overhead perspective. So I probably earned a substantial amount of money out of this game, really. Also have the last game on the Mega Drive, Micro Machines Military. I don't know about that one. It's alright, but it's not quite as good as the actual racing action itself. I don't think there was any need to sort of go that direction, but I suppose they've run out of ideas. So let's just scrape through first again there. Money is out. See you later, Money. And that's the whole aim of this sort of challenge thing. I mean, on the left hand side, they're the worst players you can see, Dyer, Poor, Rash. On the right are the better players, so I would generally just go from the right hand side first. This is some weird bonus game thing that they put in. The monster truck. I'm generally not very good at these, but we'll try. Oh no. That's what you've got to be very wary of. Where I often fail. I did think that bit at the very beginning I absolutely flunked it. Now we all know I absolutely did. Oh come on, plants. Oh come on, rocks. Not going to do it. Oh, failed. It can be done, but no bonus there. So moving on to the Dune Buggies here. Turbo wheels. These are pretty mental. Of course, one of the funnest things when playing this in multiplayer, whether it's 2 or 4 player, is the fact you can knock your friends into the water or off the edge of the table, etc, etc. It just makes it that all the more satisfying. Even today, it's amazing how much concentration it's taken me to remember where the course goes. I think I've always secretly been a fan of the overhead racer. It's not from your sort of super off-road, super sprint days. I believe there's a game in the Amiga called Supercars that was an overhead racer. It was pretty mind-blowing at the time. Yeah, cool perspective. Also had a game called F1 Circus on the Game Boy that was an overhead F1 game. Don't know how, but I was actually reasonably good at it at the time. Yeah, I think it's perspective that these sort of consoles could work well with when they was trying for a more realistic sort of thing. It wasn't so easily obtainable. So off we go again. Back on the breakfast table. Oh, what's the eggs? Now, what kind of people leave egg yolks on their table like that? Let's see, you get off. That's it, that was a nice little dodge there. Complete fluke, I might add. Oh dear. You've got to remember that. The top is back in 3rd place now. It's tough at the top. Oh, it's a waffle. Back into some eggs. And lap 2. Oh, I'm back into the egg yolks. Disappointing. Should have known better. Oh, straight off the table. This is not looking good. Something's got to happen there. Complete memorisation is required now. Come on. Oh, I knew it was that. Oh. I don't even know how I got on there. Some more eggs in a minute. No, there's. Oh, there's that one at the side. You're going to slap my wrist for not being on the track. I'm actually in 4th place. Oh. Ooh. Oh, why do I keep running into those eggs? I'm not expecting a sign there. I need to pull myself together now. Come on. You can do this. Past the eggs, round to the right. Onto the breakfast table. Across we go. Toffees away. Got a little chicane. Put up some more eggs on the left hand side. There's some eggs around the corner here. After the waffle. It's starting to test me already. It really is starting to test me. And I think you pretty much have to win every race on this first game in the series. Oh my. Yeah, so I've certainly got a lot of value for money out of my £10 initial purchase when I bought this game. I think it become one of the best played or most played titles I owned. I think that's the thing, a lot of the nostalgia for me with the Mega Drive is the fact that because of the multiplayer of these games, I think it was the first system really where I had all the gear to go multiplayer. Well, certainly there was a lot of games that were sort of 4-player and things like that. I had an NES briefly. I think I had the 4-score and Super Off-Road, but there weren't many 4-player titles. Come on. Oh, come on. I'm not on the card, am I? Go back, go back, go back. Oh, what was I thinking? I wasn't, that was the problem. Surely nothing that a bit of smart driving can't solve. Come on, we'll get a good lap out of me yet. Takes a little bit more thought. Oh, gets a little bit cocky there. Struggling to find the hole. Away we go. Surely not far now. There we go. Yeah, certainly testing the old grey cells here. Spot memorisation. Cherry's going. Bid her farewell. Farewell, my sweet Cherry. So it's got to be smooth, Joel. Smooth boy. Here we go, another monster truck event that I can't do. Maybe they've got an easier one for me. my previous performance. Oh no. Well, 1 up. 5 seconds to spare. You made it, extra life. So here we go. Handyman's curves. These can definitely be brutal with those glue balls. Oh, looking to get knocked through that one. Oh, nail. Oh. This is not looking good. Oh, this is not looking good. The mojo has gone. Oh, nuts to nuts. Come on. Now there's glue, but if there ain't the glue, there's bloody fuse. I don't know if you're straight for on second or not. You've got to think like that. You've got to think you've got to be a winner, haven't you? You've got to think first to get second. Second's no good. No one wants to come second, do they really? Oh, get out of my glue way. No. Oh, I was happy until then. It reminds me a little bit of Scale Electric actually, this game, the way you can't really just floor it all the time. Once I'm in a panic, I'm on off the throttle. There's only 1 lap to go, so just hold it together. Oh dear. Oh, hit all the glue as well. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Get out of the way. Serious now. I'm not get held up with nonsense like that. And this is soaking up some of my concentrational powers now. The difficulty of playing a game and speaking at the same time is coming through. Onto the boats. Who can forget the boats? Brilliant. Bermuda Bathtub. Now we're talking. That's the big hazard of the whirlpool there. It's not good. Yeah, you have to love the speedboats. Oh no, what? Just a variety of micro machines in general. They got it going on, they know what they're doing. Certainly in terms of multiplayer. I've played loads of sort of car games, you know, in a similar sort of vein since. Things like Loaded on the PlayStation 2 and you know, some of the stuff like Subsonic Racers and things that were released on the PS1. But nothing really grabbed me like the 16-bit versions or the Micro Machine series in general. So there we go, go back to the Dune Buggies now. And obviously later entries in the series had a lot more vehicles, you know, in different times of day and all kinds of different things. Some were better, some were worse. Everyone's got their preferences, obviously. Oh, come on, baby. I'll say one thing for this game, even though I'm playing it in PAL, it just goes to prove that a good game, it doesn't matter how big the screen is really. This is still, for me, a very enjoyable experience. I think I actually picked this copy up. I think I sold my original copy years ago, probably because I got like 96 or whatever else. But I think I picked this up from a car boot sale for a couple of pounds. Definitely one I'd never let go of again. It's tight, it's getting tight, it's getting competitive out there now. Everyone wants to be the Dune Buggy king. Oh, I've gone off course. I don't know where that red one went. Oh, not as far wild as me. Come on, this is the last bloody corner and all. Is second good enough? I don't know if it is. Let's see. Oh no, it's saying qualified. Jeffro's out there. See you later, Jeffro. I think I might have to call this gameplay to an end because I've run out of beer. Unless you want to wait for me to get a beer. Helicopters, I think this gameplay is going to end here anyway. I think you can go different heights. Oh my. Yeah, I'll be very surprised to win this. This is one of the disciplines that they did try and refine quite a bit. I don't know if it's this one or it's some Micro Machines Turbo Tournament 2 where you can change the height of your helicopter as well. It kind of worked, but it's still annoying. Never been a fan of the helicopter levels. Really strange effects, but it's all silence and just the sound of this running. There we go. I mean, that was quite easily won, to be honest. Presumably they're playing pinball behind me. The Potted Passage. Oh, not this again. Oh, no, that's blown it. Oh no. Seems the more you think about it, the harder it is on this. Of course, if there's a bloody obstacle, I'll be running into it. Yeah, just leave that big spade in the way. Oh, Jesus Christ. Any monster truck can't get past the little weed growing in the ground. It makes you wonder. Oh, blimey, 5 seconds. Go on. One up. Bloody hell, I've only got another knife. I've got to get a drink. Tell them not to start without me. Back to the old breakfast table. Also in later versions of this game they perhaps annoyingly give everyone the ability to sound their horns during most races. Certainly playing with 4 players, that's all we would hear what's going around the course. It's an incredibly messy table. Oh. I would debate whether I run that over. I guess really in retrospect looking at this, it does sort of drag on in terms of it not really moving very far from the formula that it sets out in the first 5 or 6 being generous races. You definitely don't get that as much with the later games. Oh come on man. God, I mean this race is really dragging. They've just made this course overly long. Go on Green, you should be off the track more now. Need him to go off the track. He'll get caught up in some eggs hopefully. Oh, I'll tell you what, that was lucky. Now some eggs surely. Some eggs up here, I'm not even sure of it. They weren't, but I mean, I'll get every single bloody Wheato, wherever they are. Oh, come on. Well, that took longer than it needed to. I know that much for certain. Fruit juice follies. Another boater. We're probably over halfway through the game at this point. I can't remember if you unlock anything else when you actually do complete all the races. I should imagine years ago I'd definitely done that. I think this game was probably the beginning of my Mega Drive game collecting days, I suppose. There's a pipe up there somewhere. Oh no, there is somewhere. Where is it? Oh, am I dreaming? I don't think there is actually. Oh, come on! I'm magnetically attracted to that. There's a duck around here. Oh, doesn't make no odds even if you know the information. Whirlpool them. Yeah, it's a good test of your memory, I think, this game. Mine's obviously not too bad, considering. Anne's not looking happy. She's on her way out. Emilio's out. Emilio! He's out. What's that all about? Tanks. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Revenge. As long as I don't crash ever, I'm safe now. Of course, when the problems start is when I hit the chessboard. Or rather, wouldn't that be drafts? I think it's called drafts. Oh, what's going on? Controls are extremely sluggish. Oh my word. Oh, I'm stuck in the Lego. Oh, the tank controls in this are, yeah, very sluggish. They've definitely improved on this in the sequel. I suppose you've got to start somewhere. I think probably the saddest part about this game is that it didn't actually really need the Micro Machines license. I think it would have sold just as well on its own merits, you know, just as little cars. As I would have thought that Codemasters would have had to spend quite a lot of money with, I believe, Hasbro to secure the rights to the Micro Machines titles. The end of the tank project there. That's the F1. And to be honest, I expected this game to be over a lot sooner. That being said, things have took a turn for the worse in this particular adventure. Going to be another one of those convoluted courses. Again, they remedied this in future iterations. You know, you didn't really get to the point where they're making the course stupidly long to try and add some kind of challenge to it. They just had enough courses to go round through the tournaments. In fact, the other games, there's a lot of different tournaments as well. Oh, I'm getting the hole. So maybe I should have done a gameplay of one of the later games. Probably will do at some point. But, I think it's important to at least acknowledge the first game, because it made some important steps towards what the series eventually became. Well, I've missed that twice. Getting a better recovery that time, must admit. So last lap. What's blue doing? Oh, what am I doing? There's some sort of spasm with the ball. Oh, for bloody God's sake. Oh my. Oh. Frustrations abound. It isn't looking good. I think that's the final nail in the coffin. Yes, indeed it is. So there we go. I don't even know if I'll ever upload this video. It's probably been going on for so long. So if you sat all the way through this, I thank you for watching. If you're on the fence about buying a Micro Machines game, just do it. If you're not happy with the game, I will fully refund you the purchase price. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll upload some more videos soon.